What's poppin', everybody? So today for this video marks the start of a new series I'm doing where I don't have the name for it yet, but it's basically just me telling interesting stories about rappers, like how they got discovered, or why they started rapping, or any other interesting story I can find, and tell you guys that's what this series will be about. And as you can tell from the title of this video, this is how Kanye West discovered Kid Cudi, in honor of their new collab album Kid Cudi Ghost coming out. But before I jump into the actual video, we have a promoted song by Hustle.
Moving a minute that no man has seen. I'm Bruce in the banner. I'm strong with my green. An image of spinach presented that's lit to tenants intended to occupy themes. A vacancy rests in their residence, filling their whole home with my resonance. They have my sentiments, neglect their negligence. Kick down your door, shoot with intelligence. Boom, I'm in here. Now I see what you must fear. My pen's my sword, I cut you deep. My silver retreats a musketeer.
Now back to our show.
So while doing my research, I actually came to find out that they actually met twice before Kanye actually signed Cudi, and I thought both stories were pretty interesting, so I'm deciding to tell you guys both of them. So the most popular story I saw was the time they met at the vape store that Cudi was working at in New York. After moving to the South Bronx to live with his uncle, he later got a job working at the vape store in Soho after applying multiple times. Cudi said this about working there: "I discovered what vape was when I moved to New York. The store opened up shortly after I moved from Cleveland. I was always a fan of the brand, but it just wasn't something I could afford back then. I remember working there my first couple weeks in the same uniform because I didn't own anything prior to being hired. So it was a dream come true to be able to work at a store I dreamed of shopping in one day." It was at this vape store where Cudi met his mentor, Kanye West. One day, Kanye came into the Soho vape store doing Kanye things and probably buying thousands of dollars worth of clothes. Cudi was the employee that helped him with the clothes. And after the transaction took place, he realized he forgot to take the security tags off one of Kanye's jackets, and he had to chase after him to fix the mistake. Cudi had this to say about it: "I had to run out of the store to catch him before he left." Pretty funny, me chasing after him in Soho. And just like that, that was the end of their encounter at the vape store with no talks of getting signed. At least until 2008. So the next encounter I want to talk about is the time they met while shopping for CDs in 2004. This story took place in 2004 at the CD section at the Virgin Megastore in New York. One day, Cudi was just casually looking around for CDs when he noticed something glimmering out of the corner of his eye. He looked up and of course saw Kanye also looking for CDs while wearing a chain, which was the glimmer that caught his eye. Cudi said that once he noticed Kanye standing next to him, he walked up and introduced himself. He introduced himself as Scott because he wasn't Kid Cudi yet. In the middle of introducing himself, Cudi said that Kanye actually interrupted him briefly just to get off the phone with whoever he was talking to, which I think is really cool on Kanye's side of things. You will rarely see a celebrity hang up their phone to give a random fan their undivided attention. That's just something you don't see every day, and I really respect Kanye for that. After that, Cudi proceeded to ask Kanye if he can sign him, saying, "I had no pitch, I was just this kid, like, can you sign me?" Kanye replied with, "Unless you want some Biggie and Tupac type stuff, I can't really help you." Cudi replied, "I'm not that good, but I have the potential for greatness," which he was absolutely right on. As you could assume, Kanye politely turned him down. I mean, come on. No one is gonna sign a rapper just because they asked to get signed without even hearing any music prior. But as the saying goes, you miss all the shots you don't take, so I'm not mad at Cudi for doing that. But Cudi said that they actually did talk for a solid 5 to 10 minutes after that before Kanye had to leave due to being swarmed by fans, not knowing that the kid he just talked to would later be signed to his label 4 years later. So those are both pretty interesting stories to me, but they didn't lead to Cudi actually getting signed and discovered by Kanye until 2008. That's when Kanye's manager at the time, Plain Pat, showed him Cudi's mixtape, A Kid Named Cudi, which featured the hit song Day and Night, which would also appear on his debut album, Man on the Moon. After that, it was safe to say that Kanye did see the potential for greatness in Cudi and signed him to good music. Right after that, they jumped straight into working with each other on 808s and Heartbreak, The Blueprint 3, Man on the Moon, and many other projects. And as another saying goes, the rest is history. Alright y'all, that is all I got for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Make sure to follow my Twitter and Instagram in the description. And as always, this has been Isaiah the Player, and I'm gone.
Born from dusk to dawn, I'm truly alive. The satellites, some frames.